that the former Minister of Finance alleges. Guys, we need to know when it's an allegation and when there is proper documentation available to the public. I mean, you are a media house, so I'm assuming that as a reporter, there is something that you are going to do to verify the news that you're putting out. To say that the former Minister of Finance is alleging that this government has withdrawn $1 billion in the short time that they are in office, I call that being part of the crew of misinformation. Now, I know it is alleged that you guys pander to the UNC sycophants. That's an allegation, because I have no real proof other than the crazy things that y'all carry about in your reporting, quote unquote reporting, I have to put it. In 5 months, you can go to the 2025 September Central Bank Economic Data Pack, and you will see where they say it. They talk about the figure going from 5 billion to 4 billion. It's there for the nation to see. That equals $600 billion that was withdrawn in 3 months. This is not Marsha saying it. This is not PNM saying it. This is the central bank putting out a report showing that there was a sharp decline, that there is a withdrawal of $600 million in 3 months. And then you can go to the draft estimates that's produced by the UNC government, again, another public document, and you can see that there has been a withdrawal from the Heritage and Stabilization Fund of $400 million. 600 plus 400 equal $1 billion. In the short time that UNC has been in office, they have withdrawn $1 billion. Now, if this media house were doing their job, this is where you can speak about an allegation, because the former Minister of Finance said that he would have contacted 2 major banks, and those 2 major banks said that they have not enjoyed an increase in foreign exchange availability. So that is where I'm calling on the media to pick up the phone and do your investigation. Because if the banks have not had foreign exchange, extra foreign exchange made available to them, then this government needs to explain to us what, why, where has $1 billion gone. I certainly not feeling any, no crisis averted with foreign exchange. I'm sure nobody in writing saying, hey, look, the government gave us $1 billion, so credit increase, credit card limit increase. Nobody is celebrating anything that is making us feel that this $1 billion withdrawal somehow had to do with the foreign exchange crisis and was somehow going to ease the stress that citizens are facing. But once again, questions are asked, because this is not the first time this question was raised. This is not the first time the question was raised. And it seems as though if they just ignore us and we'll forget about it. Trinidad and Tobago, and to these reporters that say allege, as I said, there is a document, there are documents that you can go and check. Go to the Central Bank, Trinidad and Tobago, go to their economic data pack, the September data economic data pack. Go to the draft estimates. The information is there. These aren't wild allegations. These are the black and white information that is there for public consumption. And then ask yourselves, $1 billion withdrawn in 5 months. Guys, if they cannot account for $1 billion in 5 months, what are we going to be left with after 5 years? We have to understand the seriousness of this.
All right, so I'm going to report news to you live on the fly. So disinformation specialist, I want to point one out to you right now on the fly, live, right here.
Make it short and sweet.
Listen to this.
Okay, thank you, Andy. Now, why I did that, I use it, I said, on a backdrop, regardless to what would have been his way, that could have not happened under him like how it is happening. And I'm glad you would have gone there. For instance, what we have to do now is call them, name them, and shame them. Marsha Walker is aiding and abetting a lot of people on TikTok and Facebook. Let me call them out. Andy, I'm going to call them out now, you know. Marsha Walker, warrior princess.
You're listening to the shit.
We have to call them out. We have to
After
name
you
them.
just listened to the video with
And I wanna
Marsha
tell
Walker,
people,
now
don't
you listen
use
to
that
this.
Griffith too much.
The disinformation specialists are out
use
there.
an illustration. I just use an example that how I believe, if you understand what I'm saying, Andy and Lennox, that I believe it should happen immediately. You shouldn't wait. Even though he might have rather and prefer, but you would have seen where a commissioner would have gone and sent his men to these people. And I am saying all I am asking for this morning is the commissioner of police and the TTPS via the cyber unit to arrest these people. Let me call out this person because I am really taken back by Marsha Walker. Marsha Walker, of all people, is reporting, and if she's listening, yes, Tabakit is calling you out. Marsha Walker, you is chief cook and bottle washer. You is aiding and abetting technically some of these people who is calling to assassinate the prime minister. And warrior princess, you are no badge on in this country. People afraid to call you out. Well, Tabakit is calling you out this morning. You is the first person, warrior princess. I am calling on the commissioner to arrest you immediately. And Lennox and Andy, in regards to why I call Gary, is to show you that he would have still make an arrest to people who would have been saying to assassinate a prime minister. And that is why I mention him, not to give him any airplay, but to show you the commissioner must operate the same way. These people, you have the cyber unit, you have people who is monitoring social media. As long as they say to assassinate the prime minister, find them the same day and charge them. Tabakit out and off.
Thank you very much. Oh boy, oh boy.
Ladies and gentlemen, these are the traitors that I am alerting you, that I have been alerting you about since I started doing this. Are you waking up yet? Are you waking up yet? Are you waking up yet?